Are you thinking about studying psychology at college or university and want to know if it's right for you? Or maybe you're already a psychology major and you want to know if you made the right choice. Hey there, it's Linda and welcome back to my channel. I'm a psychology grad student and today we're talking about whether studying psychology is right for you. Number 1, you have a strong interest in human behavior and the mind. So you might decide to start studying psychology because you're always wondering why people are doing the things they do and to better understand their emotional processes and thoughts. And if you're the type of person like me, who's always curious about others and analyzing their behavior, then studying psychology would be really interesting for you. And to be honest, I think this is probably why I really enjoy those reality TV shows, because people always behave in strange ways, and I'm always curious why. So getting a degree in psychology, you'll definitely better understand people and their behavior. And I think one of the best reasons why to get a degree in psychology is because you're really passionate about it and you really love the subject. So if you're the type of person who loves going to your psychology classes, you love talking about the subject, or if you're going on psychology websites in your spare time, or you love learning new psychology facts, then there's a really strong chance that studying psychology would be right for you. Number 2, you have personality traits that make you a great fit for the psychology field. So I'm going to be listing off some of these personality traits and then you can determine whether these fit with you or not. Ready? Let's go. So first of all, you need to be open-minded and non-judgmental. So in psychology fields, you need to be supportive of the people that you're working with, and people need to feel comfortable in talking to you as well. That being said, you also need to be a good listener. In these jobs, people are going to be talking to you for extensive periods of time about themselves, so you really need to be able to listen to what they're saying, to understand what they're saying as well, and to be able to respond appropriately. So if you resonate with some of these traits, then you probably also find yourself being the friend in the friend group that people come to and confide in. So people naturally come to you for advice, and they feel comfortable in talking to you and sharing things that they don't necessarily share with anyone else. And finally, you're a people person. So this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be really extroverted and you have to be the life of the party, but working in the psychology field, you do find that you're going to be interacting and collaborating with a lot of people. So if you're more of the solitary or independent type, you might find this social interaction to be a bit of a challenge. But that doesn't necessarily mean that psychology jobs are not really for you. There's a lot of different types of jobs you can do in psychology, and they don't all necessarily involve working directly with clients. For example, you could do something that's more independent, like working on research. Number 3, you want a career that involves helping other people. Many people who go into studying psychology, they have the real desire to support others and help them overcome challenges in life. If you really want to make a difference in other people's lives, then studying psychology and getting a degree in that can be a really effective way to meet that goal. So psychologists, counselors, therapists, community support workers, they all help people overcome challenges and adversity, increase their well-being, and reach their full potential. So even though these jobs can be emotionally demanding and stressful at times, they can be really fulfilling as well. Number 4, you're not in it for the money. So if you're pursuing a psychology degree, you'll want to know that careers in the helping profession, they don't necessarily pay a lot of money. And I think this is because jobs that are in the caring, helping, and supporting professions, they do tend to be a little bit undervalued in our society, and therefore they don't pay as well as jobs in other fields like sciences and technologies. So if you are interested in psychology, I definitely recommend that you look into the types of jobs in this field, the salaries that they pay, and determine for yourself if that salary will allow you to live the lifestyle that you want. And the salaries do depend on a variety of factors, for example, what you're specialized in, what sector you decide to work in, where you're located, and your level of education and level of experience. So of course, you could earn a higher salary in the psychology field, especially if you pursue some more education after doing your bachelor's degree. So one thing to keep in mind though is that the psychology field is growing and there's going to be more need for people with psychology degrees in the future. So definitely keep that in mind as well. Number 5, you like to have many options for career paths. So one of the greatest strengths of having a psychology degree is the many career options that are available to graduates. While careers in some fields like counseling, mental health, and psychotherapy, they might actually need a master's degree, but there's many other career options available where you only need a bachelor's degree. So a bachelor's degree is a very versatile degree that you can use across different professions and disciplines. So for example, you become a mental health worker, a case manager, a researcher, and much more. And the career that you want might not even necessarily be in the psychology field. So knowing about human behavior and interactions, you can apply this information to a variety of careers. So one study looked at people who had a psychology degree in the United States. And in this study from 2015, they found that about 64% of the 1.3 million people in the US who had a psychology degree, they're actually working in their fields. And the other people were doing jobs that were not necessarily related to their degree. So for example, you can go into other fields too, like business, sales, marketing, human resources, education, and criminal justice. Number 6, you're willing to go to graduate school if needed. So there's plenty of entry-level psychology jobs, but if you decide that you want more career opportunities and maybe a higher salary, you might decide to do graduate school. So you will want to ask yourself, well, am I willing to do graduate school to meet my career goals? So in a graduate program, you will build on that foundation of psychology that you learned in undergrad, but then specialize in a field that's interesting to you. And of course, the graduate program that you decide to pursue will be based on the career that you're interested in doing. So for example, right now I am interested in becoming a clinical counselor, and I'm doing a graduate program in counseling psychology. So someone else might be interested in moving to a greater leadership role in the company that they work for, so they might pursue a graduate program in organizational psychology. To become a licensed psychologist, you will need to do a doctoral degree and do either a PhD or a PsyD. Careers at the doctoral level, they do tend to be a lot more specialized, and you can pursue careers like being a psychotherapist or forensic psychologist or other options as well. So what do you think? Is a psychology degree right for you? Let me know in the comments. And if you're looking for more videos on navigating through college and beyond, then definitely be sure to subscribe for more videos. So thank you so much for watching today. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye!